Kevin Hunter here on the Business Forum Show, and my special guest is Dean Hancy from PC Bits, and you can find him on the web, pcbitsweb.com. Again, that's pcbitsweb.com, and you can also call him at 763-360-2163. Well, welcome to the show, Dean.
Thank you. Glad to be here.
So talk about your background in computers. You've had PC Bits for 9 years, but prior to that, you were a mainframe programmer. Talk about that and how that assisted you in transitioning into running a computer business.
I'm not sure it did assist me in running a computer business at all. Mainframe programmer, working with those giant blue boxes in the rooms, writing programs for various companies since 1985.
Mm-hmm.
And the corporate world, inside and out.
Right.
You know, and great job, great career until it ended suddenly.
Mm-hmm.
13 years ago.
Right.
And I found myself out on the street needing something to do.
Mm-hmm.
So I went back to college and updated my education, got a degree in networking and telecommunications.
Mm-hmm.
And when I got out of college, I found out that nobody wanted to hire this guy.
Mm-hmm.
So after fixing a whole lot of friends' computers for free, one of them said to me, "I'm going to pay you. You fixed my computer." And the light bulb went off, and I thought, why don't you start your own business repairing computers? And PC Bits was born.
Yeah.
And I told all the people that I counsel on how to start your own business, I spent the first 2 years learning what not to do really fast.
Learning the hard way.
Yeah. Learn as fast as you can what not to do.
Mm-hmm.
And but PC Bits has been doing very well now for 9 years.
Excellent. Excellent. So talk about the classes that you do, because twice weekly you're teaching classes to both homeowners and small business places. And you said any small businesses with 10 or fewer PCs kind of fit your ideal client. So you're teaching classes 2 times a week. What are the classes, and kind of give us a layout of the structure?
Well, this is what sets PC Bits apart from every other computer repair person I think you'll ever meet, all right? And that's the education part of what we do. When you bring me your computer and it has a virus or it's slow or something's wrong with it, then I try to talk you into getting my tune-up. And the tune-up is a complete repair, and the computer's running, I say, better than new when it's done. And then you are invited to come and take a 2.5-hour class that I teach twice a week. And in the class, I teach you what's going on out there in the internet world. Right? What these hackers are actually doing, and with that knowledge, then I teach you how to use the new programs I put on your computer to prevent these attackers from getting in, from cleaning up anything that does sneak in, and then how to keep your computer running really fast.
Sure.
So that it never slows down again. So the people who come get that class for free if you get the tune-up. And most people leave the class and say something along the lines of, "Oh my God, I had no idea that it really was like that out there." But now they've got the tools to keep the computer running well. So
yeah, absolutely. So talk a little bit about viruses, and obviously there's a lot you probably could tell us on this subject, but people should be aware that there's a pretty significant threat out there. Why are viruses such a big deal?
It's about money, right? It's actually now probably the easiest way to make money on the planet. All right. General Alexander, the head of the NSA, said in a speech that cybercrime was the greatest transfer of wealth in history. And if that's true, that's the most astounding thing I've ever heard. All right. And it's about money. There are so many ways to make money if they can get into your computer. And they don't do one, they do them all. So they're breaking in with ease nowadays to people's computers and using it to turn that into billions of dollars. So they watch what you type.
Yeah.
When they know what you type, they can type into your bank account. Right? They steal your email addresses. Now they're going to send infected emails to all your friends who will answer them because it comes from you, and now your friends are infected too. And it goes on and on what happens out there. And it's all about making money. It's not kids doing pranks anymore.
Yeah. So that's a big deal, and especially for business people out there that are thinking that maybe this isn't that big of a deal. It is a big deal. What are some basic first steps that somebody should be taking in terms of protecting themselves from this? Because obviously everybody can't come to PC Bits, although that would be great. But we're talking to an audience that's in 203 countries around the world. So what would you suggest a first step that anybody should be considering in business to protect themselves?
The first step is that you have to know that you have one of the top antivirus programs on the planet installed on your computer, and it is working. It is updating itself every day as it should. All right. The second step is to get some prevention programs. There are excellent programs out there that will prevent viruses, not kill them after they're there. But you must do those programs and prevent these things from happening. I think the number one thing, though, is education. You've got to learn what's happening out there. If you don't know your enemy is going to take you down. And if you don't understand the motivation and how these guys are breaking in, then they will fool you. They will scam you. So get some education. Find somebody who can teach you what's really happening.
Now, for those that are in the local markets in Minnesota, Twin Cities area, you mentioned bringing it in and dropping it off. That's what works best for you. And describe why that is.
Well, I can take all the time I need to fix your computer correctly for one price. All right? As opposed to if I come out to your shop, we're on the clock, and it's going to be by the hour. So this way, I can do a thorough, competent job, and we're none of us under this time pressure thing to get it done fast. And I think that's the worst thing that happens when you get it done way too fast. You cut corners. You don't do a thorough job. So I'd prefer if you bring it in and let me work on it.
Excellent. We're just about out of time. Any last parting shots or advice that you would have given yourself thinking back 9 years?
About the business?
About the business, yeah.
Well, learn what not to do as fast as you possibly can, and then stop doing it. Okay?
Very good. Kevin Hunter with Dean Hancy here on the Business Forum show. Dean is from PC Bits, and you can find him on the web, pcbitsweb.com. Again, that's pcbitsweb.com. And the contact number for the office, 763-360-2163. Again, 763-360-2163. Kevin Hunter here on the Business Forum show. My guest has been Dean Hancy. Thanks for joining us.